Hello, welcome to my latest Yankee video, and as promised, 3 winter treats before the winter is gone totally. It's a lovely frosty morning here. I don't know how many more cold frosty mornings we're going to get, so as promised in my last video, before the winter's out, I've picked up a couple of backups and one new sent to me, so I thought I'd do a video on them just before and say goodbye to the winter really, because my winter candles are going to go away shortly and we go full on spring. But let's not rush ahead of ourselves, it's still cold and frosty, and 3 amazing scents to cover today. So I will start with my guest burn. My guest burn over here, it's the lovely spiced orange. It's an ever-present for me throughout autumn and winter. Kind of, to me, it's like a cross between a rich orange marmalade and, not that you cook oranges very often, but if you're making a punch or something like that and you lightly grill oranges in a pan, or maybe you're making a curry and you're warming some oranges up, it smells like, or how you'd imagine warming oranges would smell in a pan. So it's a very comforting, lovely, staple of the winter and autumn, and of course you can get it everywhere. So if you're looking for a winter warmer, or I burn this right through from probably late October and November through till probably keep going till the end of March if we get cold nights. Trying to finish up this jar anyway, but beautiful spiced orange. Anyway, the stars of the show: mistletoe and fig, sparkling balsam, and winterwood. So thrilled to get these. I will start and tell the stories one by one because there's a little story with each. So let's go. Mistletoe and fig, and hiding behind here is my original mistletoe and fig. And the first thing you might notice is the colour is different. Yankee do tweak the colours of the candles sometimes. This was a European one. They were all poured in Deerfield up until the Czech factory opened a year ago. So it's a Deerfield pour with a Yankee EU label at the bottom, just to cover one of the misnomers there where people talk about them being European candles. They're not. They've just got a European label on. They were Deerfield pours. And this is also a Deerfield mistletoe and fig. When I first got into Yankee candles, mistletoe and fig was this almost legendary fragrance, and everybody said, if you want to get one Christmas, great festive scent, you want to get mistletoe and fig. It's absolutely stunning. And it came out probably, I can't even remember where we got it from, might have been in a gift set or something like that, about 3 years ago. And I think, actually, I'm recalling, I got this in the Yankee outlet in Swindon, and I think it was £12 or something like that. And it had come out the previous Christmas in medium jars only. I think mistletoe and fig might have been out in the UK, but it was a long time ago. And we've burned this very sparingly, as you can see, over the last couple of Christmases. Oh, the smell's just hitting me. I'll go on to that in a minute. And I was so pleased to get this. Is a 2018 USA. These are all USA imports. Just can't believe I'm so lucky to get hold of a large jar of mistletoe and fig. Just look at that label. It's one of the great Yankee candle labels, that one. But of course it would be nothing if the scent didn't match up to it, and the reputation that mistletoe and fig had and still has, it's truly something else. So let's this just takes me back. We're here in February now. This just takes me back a couple of months, and it's Christmas. It's everything Christmas, but it's not typical. Let's just show you this label again. It's not typical Christmas berries and pines and all of those normal things you get. It's different. The description for mistletoe and fig, it says it's the rich Christmas aromas of crisp evergreen and sweet figs with sugar and vanilla. So it's quite sweet, but it's not overly sugary sweet. That's very subtly placed in there. The figs, again, aren't too strong like in wild fig. They're in there. And mistletoe, I don't know what that smells like, but the green's in there. And it's a perfectly blended candle. I don't know who the original chandler was for Yankee Candle many, many years ago that came up with this one, but it's truly epic. It smells, as I say, it smells different. It doesn't smell like a traditional Christmas scent, but it smells of everything Christmas. It's absolutely divine. We've burned this a couple of times. It has a good throw. We'll be burning it more often during Christmas from now on. I'm so pleased to have this beautiful new, even though it's a different colour, slightly different colour. It's kind of an off-white rather than this kind of brownie, I'd say, original mistletoe and fig. Equally beautiful, and it's a legendary Yankee candle for very good reason. Stunning. If you get the chance to get one, get Mistletoe and Fig. Okay, on to Sparkling Balsam and Winterwoods, the two birdie fragrances. I'm a sucker up for birds. I love birds. And, Yankee Candle, I don't think release enough labels, if you like, with animals on them. I think they'd be really, really popular because people love animals, don't they? And birds particularly. There are a few, and these are two of the three most popular ones. The other one, which I will pop out here, is of course icicles. So there's the trio of birds. But let's have a Sparkling Balsam. This is my original one. So the new one I got this week was a backup. Again, it's an EU label over a Deerfield one. So this was released here, very, very limited edition, probably again about 3 years ago. And I just bought it for the label really. Now that is, for those of you in the UK and Europe, you won't know that bird particularly unless you're into your Americana kind of like I am. That's a red cardinal. Now we Americans are probably going to be scratching their head at me and saying, what do you mean you don't get red cardinals? We don't get red cardinals in Europe. They are native to North America, and I believe they're quite big birds. They don't look big on the label, but they're something along the size of a cross between a blackbird and a magpie size, and I believe they're quite, feisty and not aggressive, but lively kind of characters, which they just look pretty and cute on there. And I first discovered red cardinals being a Lomax Christmas collector or displayer, if you like, of the Lomax pieces and buildings that you can get. And quite a few of those have red cardinals on, and that's how I first looked them up. So when Yankee Candle brought out a jar, without even smelling Sparkling Balsam, because it was such a limited edition, I plumped for it, and we have never lit it because the smell and the look of it is so great. The smell is something else. So to get a backup of this, I'm so pleased we can now burn this. So if I'm still around next Christmas with English Yankees, I hope to be, I will be burning Sparkling Balsam. There you go. Have a look at that beautiful red cardinal on there. And a gorgeous dark green wax colour. And actually a lovely frosting kind of snowflakes on the label as well, which is a beautiful touch. And the new one's got that as well. And Sparkling Balsam, I'll have a sniff first, then I'll go to the description. Oh, again, it's just divine. It's a strong green, lively, Christmassy type scent. It's balsam. If you've got balsam and cedar, you'll definitely recognise the balsam element next time you go back to balsam and cedar. But it's not like kind of Christmas tree or any of those others. Balsam's quite a defined note. Now the description of this, it says it's a refreshing reminder of a brisk walk through a forest of pines on a cool bright day, a soft note of citrus and a hint of mint add crispness to this wonderfully woody fragrance. So yeah, it's very, very green with the balsam, very, 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 very slight touch of mint, and it's the citrus element that gives it the sparkling kind of lively feel. So again, it's quite a different Christmas fragrance, and I'm so excited that I've got two now so I can burn one. I don't know if I could have tarnished that label. I don't know what will happen to the other one if we ever finish this one, but again, it's absolutely divine, and I think that's going to be really strong because it's got a really good scent to it. So that's my story of Sparkling Balsam. And then I don't have such a backstory for Winterwoods, but again, I must admit, I didn't look up and I don't know what that bird is. Again, I don't think it's native to Europe. It's a North American bird. Perhaps somebody can reply in the comments or let me know on Team Yankee, but I'm not sure what that bird is. But again, it's all about, this is an American import, and it's all about the label for me, and I just hope it's a nice scent, and I've sniffed it, and I'm pleased to say that, it's very different. This is very aftershavey, but it's cool and it's outdoorsy. It is, again, I often say that the Yankee labels, and a lot of thought must go into this at Yankee Candle. The label draws you in and tells you what to expect. It's like walking in winter woods on a clear, cold, icy day. As I say, with a touch of men's aftershave in it as well, but it just smells like the fresh outdoors on a cool day. It's absolutely lovely. And again, it's got a lovely pale blue wax colour, almost like a frosty blue wax colour. And again, look at that label, it's fantastic. So let's see what it says. Fresh pine and white musk create a fresh breath of festive air. And that's what it's all about for me. It's fresh air. cool, fresh, woodsy air. Oh, it's lovely. So there we go. Those are my 3 new winter candles, and they'll be tucked away very soon until next winter, when I don't know if I'm going to be brave enough to burn winter wood, certainly not the first year, but look out for mistletoe and fig and sparkling balsam. If I'm still around, I hope to be, if I'm still around next Christmas, doing Andy's Yankees and whatever else. This is probably going to be the last one I do for a while in front of my cabinet, so I think people enjoyed the sneak peek I gave you on my last video, so let's have a look. What have we got here? How about a touch of Edelweiss? Edelweiss is lovely. Oh, it's a really strong white floral. It kind of blows your head off. It's almost white gardenia-esque, that one, Edelweiss. Absolutely lovely. And a lot of people have this one as an accompaniment to the My Favourite Things series. And what else can we dig out? Have I got something else I can show you, maybe? How about Sage and Citrus? Sage and Citrus is a favourite of mine. Ah, green herby aftershave. Lovely stuff. So there's a sneak peek of a couple of fragrances from the cabinet anyway. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that. Mistletoe and fig, fantastic. Ultimate Christmas scent. Get it if you can. Please bring it back, Yankee. People will love it. Sparkling balsam, limited edition, hard to find. Beautiful sparkly green, fantasticness. Winter woods, icy walk in the woods, beautiful. Love the labels, love Yankee candles. Thank you very much. I will be back very soon with brand new videos for new releases. I've got 3 videos hopefully coming over the next month. Very excited to bring you some reviews of brand new stuff. So I will see you soon. Thanks.